You don't know whether you can flip furniture in your living room in your apartment? Let me tell you that you can. Coming up in this episode. This bench belongs to a friend of mine who follows my channel and wanted to restore it. It used to be a part of a living room set built in the Spanish friar style. As you can see, the wood is warped, really dry, and the rear legs are rotten. So I'll have to replace them. Milo is always excited when I start working on something. If you live in an apartment like me, you can work on your pieces in your living room. I have worked with big and small pieces of furniture here, and the only limit you have is your imagination. I'll start by disassembling the bench. The nails are big and they're rusty. This bench was used outdoors, so it is full of dust. These legs and base are not salvageable, so I will be building a custom base. Here, I'm measuring the length of the new base. It is always important to clean your space as you work. I will be building the base for the bench. It is always a good idea, if the weather is nice, to work with wood outside. In this case, I just have a balcony that gives me enough space to work with my repairs, cuts, and dusty work. For this base, I'm using Select Pine. One of the front legs had a very particular design. I am going to replicate it in the new front legs. For this, I'll use the router I bought with all the coffee cups you invited me. Thanks for buying me coffee, it helps me delivering more content. Then I sanded all the base. For this, I closed the window to stop the sawdust from coming. You can actually sand inside if you cover everything and if you attach your sander to a shop vac or a vacuum cleaner. I am going to attach the base using pocket screws. I'll add glue to the joints and then I'll screw them in place. And here's the base. I'll hand sand some details. And then I'll stain it using my favorite oil-based stain in dark walnut. Remember to always protect your ears and lungs. Then, I'll start sanding those planks. The wood is not in good condition. It is super dry and full of cracks. I'll use this wood filler in mahogany to try to fill up as many cracks as I can. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to have more in-depth videos, reviews, and great perks and exclusive content, click on the join button and become an official member of this channel. Well, the wood had to be repaired, and that is a lot of wood filler. But you know, sometimes you have to give your pieces a little love. Now I'll tackle the back of the bench. I love the shape, but those legs must disappear. What's going on, Milo? This leg was difficult to cut. And look at that! There was a nail inside, and my hand so went through it. Now sanding and more sanding. I won't be able to remove all the dings and dents, but it'll definitely look much better. I sanded everything with 120 grit up to 240 grit sandpaper. I received this package.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you.
Here you see me staining the rest of the piece. It is always important to cover your floors when working with paint, stain, etc. I mean, you will always get some tiny drips that can be removed with a wet rag, but your floor will be protected from big drops and accident spills. I love this dark color. I know I have been using it a lot lately, but I love it. I'll use some other stains in the future, promise. Now I'll be cutting support pieces. I'll secure the back to the base using screws and wood. I'll use many screws and wood. I'll drill pilot holes and then attach the base to the new support pieces with many screws. Sometimes Milo wants my full attention. And it is time to assemble everything. For top coat, I'm going to be using this water-based polyurethane in satin finish. In exterior formula. This has got UV protection and it is perfect for outdoor furniture. I'll give a total of 3 coats to all the piece. As this is going to be in a backyard, it must be protected all over. Do you remember this old bench? Here it is now. It does not look brand new. It shows its history and character, but now it is safe to sit on it and it will be well protected from the weather. And everything was done in very little space. If I could do it, you can. It is never late to start your own DIY projects. I love the satin finish. It makes it look rustic and elegant. I hope this transformation helps you as a motivation to start your own flipping adventure. If you like this video, you can watch this other video to get more ideas and inspiration.